John Pace spent his last day of freedom at the house in West Philadelphia that he shared with his mum, his 6 brothers and 4 sisters. It was September 18, 1985, and summer was coming to an end. In the early evening, he set out for his friend's place, some grass in his pocket and a wine cooler in his hand. Wine mixed with fruit juice and fizzy water was no drink for a man, but that was all right. He was 17 years old. His friend's mother ran a speakeasy in her flat on the council estate at 56th Street and Arch, where there was always beer and marijuana to be had, and Run DMC, Slick Rick or LL Cool J playing on the stereo. After buying some Valium, Pace settled in for a night of getting stoned and listening to rap music. On his way home, at around 3 in the morning, he spotted another man walking alone on Arch Street and decided to mug him. Robbing someone would impress his crew, and he was short of money. Although he wasn't much of a fighter and had never committed a violent crime, he carried a rubber kosh. He can't remember the struggle, except that it didn't last long before a police car pulled up. He didn't have time to steal anything, and his victim, Randolph Baldwin, only had some leftovers in a brown bag anyway. When the cop shone a torch in his face, Pace was so drunk he didn't try to run. Baldwin was on the ground, knocked unconscious by a blow to the head. He died 10 days later. In February 1986, Pace pled guilty to second-degree murder, in the mistaken belief that he would be out of prison in 15 years. The sentencing judge handed down the only punishment that Pennsylvania law allowed: life imprisonment with no possibility of parole. Unless the United States Supreme Court intervenes, or the governor of Pennsylvania grants him clemency, Pace will die behind bars. The USA is the only country in the world that sentences children to life without parole. Although plenty of other countries, including Australia, the UK and France, have life sentences for juveniles tried as adults, they are subject to review, on the understanding that even the gravest debts to society incurred by adolescents can eventually be repaid. The propriety of the sentence is, in many ways, uniquely American, says Brian Stevenson, founder of the Equal Justice Initiative. We are much more comfortable with this idea that somebody is permanently irredeemable or beyond rehabilitation, or that they have forfeited forever their right to be free. Around 2,500 people are serving strict life terms for offenses committed before they were old enough to vote, serve on a jury, or legally buy cigarettes.